Kendal Project was about testing secularisation and sacralisation theory in one place. And this meant not only looking at all congregational religion in the town, but also at the holistic domain, such as New Age and pre-Christian religions, and alternative spiritual practices such as Tai Chi, reflexology, transcendental meditation and yoga. But doesn't including things like reflexology and yoga push the idea of spirituality too far?
We were concerned when we did the study of spirituality that spirituality is very broad and some forms might not be religious at all. So quite a lot of people we talked to said, yes, I go to yoga, but that's just 'cause I've got a bad back, and I'm really a Christian, or I'm completely atheist, or it doesn't have any spiritual significance. After we'd mapped every kind of spirituality, say, for example, the 20 yoga groups or however many there were, then we talked to all the leaders of the yoga groups and we said, would you describe what you're doing as purely medical, physical? Does it have a mental dimension or does it have a spiritual dimension as well? And unless they mentioned that it had a spiritual dimension, we didn't count them.
There were 3 stages to the Kendal research. The first was getting the numbers.
In terms of the congregational domain, that was fairly easy. You could go into the Tourist Information Centre and get a list of all the church services that were happening in Kendal.
But it was really hard to find alternative spirituality because it's often done in houses and not advertised. So that took almost 2 years, the mapping.
It started really with our researcher Ben, who was our researcher on the ground on the holistic domain, going to various sites in Kendal where he could gather information, shops, centres, also just looking at directories. There are various magazines for alternative healing and alternative spirituality. So he spent many months just gathering as many names and addresses and so on, and then going out and talking to these people, telephone interviews and so on.